Happy Thursday, and welcome to Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM, KYCA. How's my team today?
So my question is, you said you needed help. And what does that entail for me? Does that
Just
mean
help me. Just
I have
support me.
What, do I need to carry you around?
Carry the show. Why don't you this morning carry the show?
That's a lot of pressure. I'm no Drew.
Well, that is true. Good morning, Drew. How are you?
Great today.
Fabulous.
Yourself?
I'm doing all right today.
All right, yeah.
Yeah, it is Thursday, which is the day before my favorite day of the week.
Yes.
Friday. And I did a little research for Free Food for Us Friday. Tomorrow, the only designation that was food or drink related is National Rum Day.
Perfect.
But you know what that means? He's going to make like a rum cake.
Oh.
Let's speculate. What else could he bring?
Rum and Coke.
I don't think he can bring rum and Coke into this studio. I think there are
Well,
big,
he could.
huge...
I don't think it'd go over well.
I don't think it would go over. There are big rules. You know that. There are
I'm
big
not gonna
rules.
tell
When
anybody.
I gave you that vat of spiced rum for Christmas,
Yeah.
and you were told, do not open that on the premises. So, yeah, I doubt he's bringing rum.
Hold on. Does the parking lot count as the premises?
Yes, it does.
Okay. Well, I broke the rule then.
Yeah.
I opened it and put a straw.
Yeah, baloney. You did not. You're going to get yourself in trouble.
thirsty.
You're going to get yourself in trouble. I tell you what. So National Rum Day. What else can you make with rum? I'm thinking rum cake. What are you thinking, Drew?
Rum cake,
Rum
spiced
raisin?
rum.
Rum balls. There's
Rum
rum balls.
balls,
That's
yeah.
what he should make. Yeah.
Yeah, but you can't, you eat a couple of those, you'll be
Really?
a little tipsy.
I thought
yeah.
I thought the alcohol cooks off of things you make with alcohol.
If you cook it.
Cook it. If you inject it,
All right. Well,
So
let's
started-
see. We'll see what Barry comes up with tomorrow.
I'm sure it's going to be delicious regardless of what it is.
You're
so
not kidding. You're not kidding.
Why bother? Just,
Exactly.
enjoy and enjoy.
I wonder how stressed he gets every Thursday now that the pressure is on. Like when this first started, he'd just bring in what he wanted, and then he decided to do daily designations, and I didn't look at Saturday and Sunday to see what foods and drinks we're celebrating over the weekend. That was probably a mistake on my part.
I'm just curious why Drew is going about injecting like rum into things.
Oh.
I'm wondering what kind of Saturday night you have.
I like injecting things.
See,
Personally,
that's what I'm saying.
I used to do the watermelon, the vodka and the watermelon things.
Yeah.
And, oranges. You can inject tequila into oranges.
What? I've never injected alcohol into anything ever before in my life.
You need to go on a picnic with us.
Yeah,
I think you'd have fun.
I think that sounds like fun.
Yeah, nice cold oranges. You peel them. You can't even
Yeah.
taste it. And you get a
Really?
buzz out of it. Oh, yeah, it's great.
Oh, okay.
Personally, I'm a fan of the tub.
The tub?
Yeah, you get a tub,
Yeah.
you put your booze in, and then you put the fruit in, and you float it, and
Oh,
Yeah.
kind of like a sangria, if you will.
Kind of,
or
yeah.
or a Hawaiian punch, or
Yeah,
what did they
it's-
call it back in the day? Jungle juice?
Jungle juice
Yes,
is typically
okay.
what we do. Yeah.
I don't know why we're talking about alcohol. It has
Because-
nothing to do. Well, I
it's
guess
almost Friday.
it's almost
almost
Friday.
Friday.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. I have to issue a public apology from last night's golf.
Oh no,
Yeah.
that bad?
Well, yeah. In fact, I need to apologize to three men in particular. First, I need to apologize to my sweet husband, Scott Dandos, because I played really bad last night. And, he's my team member, and he's like, it's for the team. And I'm like, I'm doing my best out here. I'm attributing it to the flip-flops because we realized last night, I know I really enjoyed them on Monday, but last night, Scott and I both realized I'm not driving as far with them on because you're kind of holding back because you're slipping and sliding a little bit. Okay, I did play at a different time of day. And so he and I both agree that I will wear the shoes, the golf shoes, and then switch to the flip-flops if my feet get uncomfortable. So there you go. There's the update on the Zoras.
So what about?
So I have to apologize to the other two men
the
that we
other
were
two.
playing with, Cole and Scotty. I hit both of them with a golf ball last night. Partly their
Wow.
fault. I didn't say this to them last night, but it is partly their fault because they're standing on the green, looking away from me, and I'm chipping from way over here because, like I said, I played horribly last night. And my club got a hold of that ball, and it not It didn't just hit one of them. It hit both.
Did you at least yell 4 like you're supposed
I
to?
yelled. I think I just screamed like a girl. I don't think I said 4. It's hard to get that out when it went fast.
Yeah.
So it kind of scuffed the leg of one and then whacked the other in the ankle. And he had a goose egg.
Did you pay for their medical bills?
I don't think he went to the hospital or anything.
Oh, okay.
I mean, it wasn't that bad. I saw it start to swell. I did give him a bag of ice, and he said, no, thank you. And I said, your wife would tell you to do it. And he says, well, I'd tell my wife she's not the boss of me.
Wow.
So I just piped down real quick. But I owe him a big beer, both of them. So anyway, yeah, public apology issued. I'll live in shame all day today.
So I guess the next question is, do they have golf Crocs?
Good question. I think
Because that might be next.
See, they have golf sandals, and they do have the strap in the back, but they're not attractive. They're very ugly. So that's why I never bought them. I thought, oh, the flip-flop. Now I can get behind that.
Right.
That's cool, right? Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe I was just off. That could be it, too.
Yeah, just had a off day. And
Yeah.
these things happen.
I know. Embarrassing. So,
I'd just blame it on the flip-flops personally.
blame it on the flip-flops. Yes.
I would hope that you would have got extra points for hitting both guys with one
I
ball.
know,
Don't
exactly.
you usually get extra points on that, Matt?
I should.
That should be like negative 10 strokes.
2 men with 1 ball. That's
Yeah.
pretty good. That's pretty good.
Yeah, if it was just
Talent.
if it
You
was
should
just
at least got a par on that.
Well, and I'm like, why are they standing on the green, not looking at the person who's hitting? See, they're up there.
brave.
They're up there evaluating their putt,
Well, they
disregarding what I'm doing. See,
Correct.
so they're partly to blame. Don't you agree? They owe me a beer. That's what I'm thinking. Let's just turn this around.
should. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. I knew I could count on you guys
Yeah,
to have my back.
slackers. You would have done well if they weren't in your way.
Yeah, it wasn't the first time either. I
It's not the first time you've hit 2 guys with 1 golf ball.
yesterday.
What kind of
It's
game
not
is this?
Demolition Derby?
If you're not paying attention, you might get whacked. I'm just saying. Okay?
Did you
Okay.
used to be in the mafia too?
No. Well, I am part of Prescott's Lady Mafia, but let's not talk about
right.
that. That's a secret.
We don't talk about where the
yeah.
Her
bodies are.
middle last name is Soprano.
my middle last name.
Your middle last.
Well, you've got a couple of them.
I do.
See?
Yes, you're right. I do have 2 last names. Yep.
And that's why you spend so much time at the golf course. We know where the bodies are hidden
Yeah,
now.
well, let's not talk about it. All right?
ma'am.
Let's
Yes,
move
ma'am.
on. Today is National Relaxation Day. It was invented in 1985 by a 4th grader. Seriously? How stressful was this kid's life that he decided he needed to invent a day to relax? God bless him. And why are we here on National Relaxation Day? You look a little relaxed this morning, Maddie.
It's just because my hair's all wild. As you call it, the wind-blown
yeah,
look.
you have the
Yes.
windblown look this morning. Yeah.
Got the top off the
yeah.
Jeep.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I haven't driven it in weeks.
Yeah.
And it's not supposed to rain, hopefully.
Yeah, you need a helmet when you drive that Jeep, remember? So today you're supposed to read a book or take a nap or something, but no real work. Good for us because no real work is ever done on this show.
That ship sailed.
Hold on. I want to go back to the helmet thing.
What? Remember
So-
yesterday we talked about me driving around in my Mini
Yeah.
Cooper with a helmet on? Well, if you're driving around in a Jeep with the top off, you need to wear a
I need
helmet.
to have my helmet?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's start a new thing.
Well, I was just going to say, is that separate than my helmet that I wear just walking around?
Yes.
Okay.
That's a soft helmet.
See, I got you rolling today.
I asked for your help, and you are
delivering.
fulfilling. You're delivering. Thank you.
Good man.
It's National Failures Day.
Great.
Hip,
Followed
hip,
by
hurrah.
me. Yeah.
We go from relaxation to failing.
Right. All in one day. You got to love it. Celebrating the world's biggest flops like 1985's New Coke or Pepsi's Breakfast Cola. Do you remember Pepsi AM?
No.
I mean, if people are going to have Pepsi in the morning, they're just going to have Pepsi.
I remember the clear Pepsi.
Oh, right. Well, it's also a reminder that just because you failed miserably, like I did at golf last night, doesn't mean you're a failure. Albert Einstein flunked out of university. Colonel Sanders was 65 and nearly broke when he finally convinced someone to franchise Kentucky Fried Chicken. And before Destiny's Child, Beyonce was in a group called Girls Time.
One
Spelled
of my favorite bands.
Tyme. Yeah, you probably don't know about that band, but other than Matt loves it.
Yeah.
It's Chant at the Moon Day.
Okay.
So when your neighbors are out in the street tonight, go out there and start chanting at the moon just to get a reaction. It's a lot of fun. Take it from me.
This is a record, day of national things.
We should have just stayed in bed. I'm just saying.
You know who else?
I would have went for it.
Taylor Smythe, the owner of Bill's Pizza, is his birthday today.
Well, happy birthday.
Yeah. I forgot about that one.
That's nice. There's a lot of birthdays today. You want me to tell you who's famous celebrating a birthday
That's
today?
one thing that's weird. I've noticed there's a ton of birthdays in August, like a ton.
Yeah.
So,
yeah. What
yes,
does that
I do.
mean? Do the math.
Yeah. What is that? Valentine's Day? No.
November.
November?
Christmas. Thanksgiving, Christmas.
Yeah.
When it's cold outside.
Kinda, because that's this is the 8th month.
Right. So it would be
next
December.
Month.
Yeah.
Jennifer Lawrence, 34. Joe Jonas, 35. Ben Affleck, 52 years old today. Anthony Anderson, 54. Deborah Messing, 56. And those are the only ones that I recognize. Happy birthday.
Jennifer Lawrence is 34. She looks a lot older than that.
She's 34, yeah. Oscar winning.
Oh, yeah. She's awesome.
Yeah.
She is awesome. Listen to this. You're on a flight about to land in Jackson Hole, Wyoming, when the pilot comes on the intercom and tells the entire plane that they're turning back because he doesn't know how to land. This happened.
That's
no.
Well, according to a report, the Alaska airline flight was diverted to Salt Lake City. Jackson Hole Airport is at an elevation of 6,500 feet. And it can make it tricky for landings when it's cloudy. And the pilot didn't want to take any chances. He said, "Nope, not doing it. We're turning back." I guess I would appreciate that. I mean, instead of him just pretending he knows what he's doing.
But why did he take off anyway if he knew that he was going to an airport that was not in his let's say scope of talent to fly the airplane?
I guess being
why didn't you just
cloudier.
say, hey, I'm not doing it.
I guess it was cloudier than he anticipated.
Yeah.
But you gotta admit especially when you've got how many souls on board. Can you imagine?
Good news, he parked his ego.
He
so
did.
That was good.
He did, absolutely. Not all heroes wear capes, right?
Of course not.
An 8-year-old girl managed to scare off an armed robber in Minnesota with a baseball bat. Yeah, go girl.
Oh, absolutely.
A man with a gun walked into a liquor store where her dad is the manager. He put a gun on the counter, told him to fork over the cash. That's when the manager attacked the guy. And as he was wrestling the robber to the floor, the little girl, 8 years old, came over and beat the dude with a baseball bat. The robber got up and ran away.
I like that girl.
Isn't that amazing? I mean, talk about some guts.
She's got a career with the Diamondbacks.
Hey, you never know. You never know. Hey, we didn't talk about the weather, but I'm assuming more the same, and I have a little report here on what we can expect for winter.
Okay.
More of the same with the weather?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
We went up a couple degrees. High will be around 92. Low will be in 60 tomorrow morning.
All right.
Good news, humidity is down, so we don't really have anything in the forecast for any moisture until Saturday or Sunday.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, that's just
it'll be beautiful like this tomorrow.
Sounds great to me. Well, it looks like the Farmer's Almanac was just released. And it says that it's forecasting a sloppy, soggy winter for much of the U.S. with big snow for Texas and the Great Lakes. The Midwest will be colder than usual, while the southern states can expect a mild but soggy January. That's okay. You know what? If it's going to be cold outside, it might as well be sloppy and soggy, right? You put your motorcycle away. I put the Mini Cooper away. You put the Jeep away.
No, I put the top on the Jeep.
Oh, you put the top on the Jeep, and then you head out. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So I thought that was noteworthy. What else do I have for you guys? Do you want more? Because I've got more.
I've got one thing.
Yes, sir. Please.
Is it Drew's Daily Do?
Not much Drew's Daily Do, but yesterday, Famous Amos passed away.
Oh, I did read that.
Yeah.
I mean, if you've ever had a Famous Amos cookie, I mean, come on now.
Remember when they sold them hot in the mall?
Oh, they were great.
They were great. When they put them in the package and put them on the shelves, not as good. I mean, it was just kind of like everybody else's. But those hot little cookies in the mall, they were a thing. God bless. Famous Amos passed away. He was 80-something years old, right?
I think he was 88.
88.
And he passed away in Hawaii, I think, is what I remember listening to.
Yeah. Yeah, yes, thank you. Thank you for bringing that up. Also, we need to bring up that there has been another massive data breach. Have you heard about this? This time it involves everybody's social security number and physical address.
Perfect. They're all over the internet anyway.
I mean, everything is online. Even my third grade report card has been hacked. I mean, everything. Nothing's safe, right? Well, a hacking group called USDOD claims to have stolen 2.7 billion records earlier this year from National Public Data, which provides personal information to employers, private investigators, and others doing background checks, that including sensitive identification information for everybody in the U.S., UK, and Canada. They've tried selling it, and some of it may have leaked. So they're saying everybody needs to keep an eye on their bank statements and change those passwords. How does that help you, though? Does it help you to change the passwords? I mean,
not really if
they go to the bank.
Not really if they have your social security number.
Yeah, if they got that, they got everything, right?
Yeah, exactly. Monitor your credit reports is what they are suggesting. The house from the 1982 horror classic Poltergeist is up for sale for the first time in 45 years.
Huh.
Remember that movie?
Oh, yeah.
That was a scary one.
It's a good one.
Yeah. The owners want to assure potential buyers that there are no evil spirits. Do you believe them?
No.
I don't either.
They filmed a scary movie there.
They
of course
did.
There's evil spirits there.
They did. It's listed for $1.17 million, located in Simi Valley, California. It was built in 1979. The listing adds that fans will love to see that the infamous kitchen is in its original form, but with updated appliances. I would not be happy to see that. I would want it to be updated for 1.1. I'm just saying. Yeah. And they do say that the muddy pool scene at the end of the movie with real skeletons was allegedly filmed on a soundstage and not in the backyard of the actual house. So, take your chances. I'm just saying.
No.
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 Yeah. No. Okay.
Not for 1-1.
No. I agree. Not in Simi Valley, California either. Couldn't pay me 1.1 to live there. Could they pay you 1.1?
I don't know. I mean, that's a lot of money.
To live in Simi Valley, California? Have you been recently?
Not recently.
Okay. That
why.
explains it.
Yeah, that's why.
That's why he's thinking about it.
Yeah.
All right. Coming up, we have the team from Yavapai Humane Trappers coming on. We have Donna Richardson, Wanda Costa, Tina Provenzano, and Julie Gladish all coming in to talk about this wonderful organization that helps people find lost pets. I've worked directly with them on a couple of occasions, and they're going to tell us all about it coming up here on Leza Live. Right now, are you tired of living with chronic facial pain? Is your face killing you, Matt?
Well, only when I look in the mirror.
Because it's killing me.
See?
It's
Yeah.
time to take control of your comfort and well-being with Pro Solutions Dental Group. Did you know that jaw issues like TMJ can cause persistent discomfort? But fear not. The experts at Pro Solutions Dental Group specialize in TMJ solutions that can bring relief. Through personalized treatment plans and advanced therapies, they'll help you reclaim a life free from jaw pain. Say goodbye to discomfort and hello to a brighter, pain-free future. Don't wait any longer. Call Pro Solutions Dental Group today, 928-776-1208, or reach them online at PrescottDentist.com. And we'll be right back. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA on a Thursday morning. We have a full house this morning. The team from Yavapai Humane Trappers. We have Donna Richardson, the behavior team coordinator. Welcome, Donna. We have Wanda Costa, the foster coordinator. Welcome, Wanda.
Thank you.
We have Julie Gladish, the events coordinator, down at the end of the table. Good morning, Julie.
Good morning.
And we have Tina Provenzano, the adoption coordinator, in with us again this morning. Welcome back.
Good morning. Thank you for having us,
Of
Leza.
course. Thank you all for all the good, hard work you do. I mean, I follow you on Facebook, and not a day goes by that I don't read about an amazing rescue that your team has done. I have been involved in a couple of them. You'll remember Norman, that beautiful white standard poodle that belongs to my friend Gwen. Puppy, skittish, ran away, just took off. He was gone for days. Do you remember how many days he was gone?
It was a long time.
It was a long time. It was over a week, I think. Yeah. I actually went out to Goldwater Lake with Gwen and my daughter, and we actually looked around the lake for him, and you guys were on it. You put up the feeding stations, you put up the cameras. Norman is back home.
Yay!
I have goosebumps because once those animals are out there in our forests, I mean, chances are, I don't think chances are very good with the wildlife that we have in our area to get them back home and get them safe. So always a happy ending that we hear of anyway. I'm sure there are some that are not, but thank you.
Thank you.
That was a really long-winded thank you, but I appreciate it. So this morning we want to talk about all these different areas of Yavapai Humane Trappers, and we're going to start with you, Donna, in the search and rescue, and also why don't we talk about that first? A lot of the pups that come to you come through search and rescue. Tell us a little bit about that.
Sure, yeah. Most of our pups that do come in are through search and rescue, where we actually have to go out and trap the dogs to bring them in. A lot of these dogs are abandoned along highways or common areas. Others just escape. They get through a door, they get through a gate, and they escape their homes. Sometimes they're new adopted pups, and they don't know their surroundings yet, and they'll scoot out a door. But our trapping team does an amazing job in how to lure these dogs back in through feeding stations, through acclimatizing them to the area. So it's really important to point out for folks that see us in the field working not to approach these feeding areas, these trapping areas. Let the team do their jobs, because these dogs are very skittish. They're often, as you just said, living out on their own for weeks and sometimes months at a time. So our trapping team, we have a variety of different types of traps, from box traps to snare traps, depending on how trap savvy the animals are. If they've been trapped before, it's very hard to get them used to traps again.
I'm sure.
So we also have some owner surrenders or abandoned dogs that we also work with. We'll help people place their dogs into fosters and foster to adopts, our adoptions directly. What we don't want to do is see these people drop their dogs off the side of the highway or in a remote area because they can't take care of their dogs anymore. So our rescue team is really big about trying to get these dogs in safely and quickly and then get them into new homes.
Right. I once experienced a dog running down Iron Springs Road super fast. I'm scared to death. I'm like, this dog is going to get hit by a car. I didn't chase the dog. I followed the dog, and it kind of stopped right there off of Montezuma. I pulled over. I went over. The dog was scared to death. And I called the police. I called a couple other shelters. I called you guys. You guys were already on it. Somebody had already reported to you this dog running down the street. It had taken off from not Prescott Animal Hospital, the one out Iron Springs Road. And he was on the lam, man. This dog wanted to get away, but you guys came on the scene and got the dog back to safety.
They're quick.
So how does it work? I mean, you get a phone call usually that there is a dog that needs rescuing?
Yeah, sometimes it's a phone call, sometimes it's Facebook posts we see. Social media is really big in this area. I do want to point out that we have an application process online, not application, but a form online that we encourage people to go to right away when they lose a dog. If your dog escapes or you see a stray dog that's been hanging around for a long period, fill that form out online. It's a quick form, but it gives our rescue team all the information they need to start get going and get out there to try to rescue these dogs.
Okay, what is the website?
YavaPaiHumaneTrappers.org.
Okay, I figured as much.
Yeah,
Just
just
want to make sure I got it
straightforward,
right.
simple.
Yes. Okay. Very good. Well, we need to talk a little bit about the behavior team. I mean, you are head of the behavior team. Tell me what that is.
Sure. Yes. A lot of these dogs that come in are scared. They're skittish. They've been out in the wild, or they've not been in good home situations, so they need some training, some basic training to help them become better dogs in a home situation. So our behavioral team, we have a group of people who work with dogs, whether they're at the animal hospital. Prescott Animal Hospital is our supporting veterinary office, and we go in and work with the dogs there. If they've come in for medical reasons, once they're cleared by medical to be able to be handled, we have people that go in every day to take them out and walk them. Some dogs we can't even walk initially, and we have to get them leash savvy and get them outside, get them exercise, and begin. Our goal is to make them comfortable walking on a lead, basic commands like sit and wait, just so they're more likely to get adopted and easier to adjust to a home situation.
Oh, that's wonderful.
So we also work with our fosters as we can to help them with any little issues that might come up, aggression issues, food issues, who knows, just socialization ideas, just to help them make these dogs become better pets for the home environments or ranch environments, wherever the dogs are going.
It takes some time and effort to train. I have a new puppy at home, and little Bubba, he wants to rule the roost. As he gets older, I'm learning he needs more and more. But that's wonderful that you take the time to train these dogs because they want to please and they want to understand what you want them to do.
Yeah, absolutely.
So that training, that behavior training, is so important.
Yeah. And it's earlier the better. As soon as we get these dogs in, we can start working on them better.
So can you teach an old dog new tricks?
Absolutely.
Okay, because that is the age-old question.
Absolutely.
I'm glad to know that is possible. Yes. Wonderful. We're talking to the team from Yavapai Humane Trappers this morning. If anybody has a question, give us a call, 928-541-1016. We'd love to hear from you. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about fostering because that is a huge part of your organization, and you can't do it without your fosters, right?
Can't do it without them.
Okay, very good. That's coming up here on Leza Live. Right now, I've been talking about it. Exactly 16 days to get your entry into the Artful Eye Jewelers $2,000 jewelry makeover. All you have to do is go to artfuleyejewelers.com, tell them what you have, tell them what you'd like to turn it into. You can upload pictures as well. An entry that they just received says that I have a ring that belonged to my mom. It's pretty, but not my style. I'd like to have it made over so I can wear it. I'm open as far as the design goes. I do not have anything in particular in mind. This is what they are so good at. You take in what you have, and they sit down and they tell you what they see it as. And I've done this a couple times. Super, super fun process. And you can win a $2,000 jewelry makeover right now. Just go to artfuleyejewelers.com. Sign up before August 31st. We'll announce the big winner right here on Leza Live. And we'll be right back. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News, 103.5 FM, KYCA. My guests this morning are from Yavapai Humane Trappers. We have Donna, Wanda, Tina, and Julie in studio this morning. And Julie, I was doing the live read for Artful Eye Jewelers, and you mentioned what?
I mentioned that the jewelry store has given us a very generous donation, including a sterling silver necklace with the shape of a paw and a $100 gift certificate, and we will be auctioning those on our silent online auction.
Oh, they're so generous. They have big hearts for animals.
Yeah.
Over there at
truly
Artful
do.
Eye Jewelers. Thank you for mentioning that. And we'll get your microphone fixed. We could barely hear you, but I think you got the message out. Yeah, you got the message across. Okay, so we're talking about, we just talked about search and rescue efforts, the behavior team at Yavapai Humane Trappers. We need to talk about fostering because it's a huge part of your program over there. And we have Wanda Costa, the foster coordinator, in with us this morning. Wanda, you guys don't have a brick and mortar building, so you count on fosters to help you with your mission, correct?
Absolutely.
Yes. Tell us
Yeah.
about it.
Dogs that come into us that don't have a foster will sometimes end up in boarding, which is not always ideal. But we do have our behavioral team, which is extraordinary, but it's always better to have them in a home, to have the structure of a house with family, other animals, and anything else that can be offered. So fosters to us are just huge. But, we need to have a good placement, and we always try to match our foster to the animal.
Mm-hmm. So how does it work? People volunteer to foster, and then you assess what they have to offer, and then when an animal comes in, if it's a match, that's how it works?
In a perfect world. In a perfect world.
Yeah. Yes.
When we get applications in and we review them, we're looking for a certain type of home setting.
Mm-hmm.
We need to know that they're going to be safe. So it's usually the fencing is a big deal for us. And not all dogs need a 6-foot block wall. So we try to match those people with the right animal. And then, of course, depending on the individuals themselves, what kind of animals they're going to get. If they're used to having small dogs, then we might look to get them a small dog. If they want puppies, we'll try to place them with puppies or kittens. We get kittens periodically. The larger dogs, we look for the right homes for those as well. And we also, it's a bonus if they have any training skills to help us out. It's a challenge some days.
I'm sure it's a challenge. Is it a challenge to get people to foster?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. It does take a little bit.
It's a big commitment. I mean, I have 3 dogs at home. I know it's like herding cats, or it feels like a circus at times. But you're doing good work here. People that foster are there for the cause and the mission.
Absolutely.
And we really provide a ton of support for them.
That's where I think we differ from a lot of the others. Is that, and we have a program.
Mm-hmm.
It's not always been this way. It used to be they'd go out and they had a few people that they could bring back a dog that they just trapped and leave it with them, and they knew what to do.
Right.
But it has grown, and the community has really opened up. We do have a lot of fosters, but we absolutely always need more.
Right.
People need a break. But yeah, we're looking at our new program where we're training people to be fosters.
Mm-hmm.
We're setting them up. We have coaches for them so that they know exactly what they need. They've got a contact. They've always got somebody to talk to.
Right.
If they need supplies, if they need a crate, an X-Pen being so they can take them outside or even have them in their homes. So we provide a lot of tools. We provide food. We provide the medical, whatever is necessary for the animal to thrive,
Right.
and for them to survive through a fostering.
Sure.
It is a big commitment.
Yes. Well, and then I'm sure the behavior team works with the foster, with training, helping, giving them the tools that they need to train these dogs like you were doing at the animal hospital.
Yes, as much as we can. We need volunteers there as well.
Oh, I'm sure. What makes a good volunteer with your organization?
What makes a good volunteer? Somebody who's willing and has a desire to help.
Yeah.
And has a passion for animals, obviously.
Right.
They really need to want to be there for the animals.
Yeah.
It's we're all there for the same reason. We're all there to save lives. We're all there to help the pups, and I think we have an amazing team. We're, I believe, around 75 volunteers strong between our fosters and our volunteer groups. There are so many things they could do. And there are so many ways people can help. So we love our volunteers. And
if somebody listening is thinking, that's something I'd like to do. I have a big heart for animals. Yeah. How do they get involved? What's the first step?
To fill out a volunteer application on our website.
Okay.
Yavapai-humanetrappers.org and go under volunteers, and there's a form they can fill out. It'll come to us, and we'll have one of our specialists give them a call.
You'll find a place for them.
We'll try.
I'm assuming on the application it says what they're good at or what they would like to do, and then you're going to place them where they want to be, obviously.
After discussions, just finding out how we can match their talent with our need.
Sure, that makes sense. Why do you think people are gun-shy about becoming a volunteer foster?
That's a really tough question because either they don't like snuggling, or
dog hair, maybe
puppy breath, or no. I really think that people don't understand what fostering is, and I think our program is probably one of the best ones out there for any foster, or even volunteers for any part of our teams. I just really stumble on that question because I think there's no reason. Come and talk to us. Let us educate you on what our teams do.
There you go.
What our fosterings do. Our coaches are amazing. If a coach needs to have extra backup, we contact a behavioral person. They come out and help and assist.
Lots of support.
Absolutely.
Lots of support. I think the number one reason that I've heard that people are gun shy is that they either are afraid they won't be able to give up the dog in the end, and they'll end up being we call them foster fits.
Yes.
So I've got some myself, and I don't really see the downside of that personally, but that's what
that's a great point, though.
Yeah,
great point.
Yeah, but
right.
We have to do what we have to do with the end in mind. Every time I take in a foster, I try and remind myself that why I'm doing it. My why behind it is very important. And it's not to grow my own pack, although sometimes it happens.
It does happen, yes.
But I would just add to that the rewards we get when we see these dogs go into their forever home.
I'm
it's
sure.
Amazing.
Yes, all that hard work and effort.
And,
yes.
And one of the things I also want to point out that YHT does that not many other foster programs do is the foster has a lot of say in where that dog gets placed. So they are a big part of the final decision on a go, no go with that dog going to
wonderful.
A home.
They know them the best. They are the ones that put in the time and have welcomed them into their home in most cases.
Exactly.
So that's wonderful that you give them a say.
Very involved in the process. Very involved.
Very
if
good.
If someone is thinking about becoming a foster, they should come and talk to fosters at Petco or any of our other adoption events and ask whatever questions they have.
Okay. Julie, we're going to get you on a mic next break, okay? And I want you to repeat that, all right? We're going to take another quick commercial break, and when we come back, Julie's going to tell us all about how people can learn more and also, get information from people who are doing it, because those are the ones that are going to tell you, what the satisfaction is and what you can expect. That's coming up here on Leza Live. Right now, ladies, if you're looking for exceptional women's health care, I highly recommend Prescott Women's Clinic. They offer everything you need, from comprehensive services, annual exams, family planning, menopause care, bioidentical hormone replacement. The list is long. I can't name it all. You can check out more and learn more online at PrescottWomen'sClinic.com. They have 2 convenient locations, one in Prescott off Willow Creek Road, one in Prescott Valley on Florentine Road. Super easy to get the care you need and deserve. All you have to do, pick up that phone, make the call. Don't wait. 928-778-4300 is their number. And again, like I said, you can reach them online and learn more online at PrescottWomen'sClinic.com. And we'll be right back. Thank you for hanging out with us this morning. It's Leza live on the news, 103.5 FM KYCA, chatting with part of the team at Yavapai Humane Trappers this morning, an organization here in our area that works really hard at helping people find their lost dogs, also trapping animals that have been abandoned, that need to be rescued, and finding these animals' homes, forever homes. And before we went to break, Julie, we got you on a mic. You were talking about how if somebody's thinking about maybe they'd like to foster, they don't have any animals, they don't want to adopt an animal, but they want to help the cause, you recommended what?
I was in that situation. I used to go to Petco to get my puppy fix, and you would be able to meet fosters who have dogs currently, and they would be able to answer all of the questions that you have about fostering. I'm a foster fit. We kept a Jack Russell named Bentley, and we love him to pieces.
I bet. Oh, Bentley. See, that's great advice. I think that's wonderful advice. And so let's shift gears a little bit into adoption. Now we've talked about, search and rescue, behavior, fostering. Tell us what goes into getting a pup ready for adoption?
So a lot, actually. And we want to get that dog into its new home. So we want to help the foster make sure that the dog is getting vaxxed, that if there are behavior issues, they're being addressed. If there are medical issues, that we're on it. And making sure that we are getting that pup adoption ready for their homes. And it helps move the pup through the system faster and get them into their right and perfect homes.
That's wonderful. Quicker. Yeah, you don't want the same thing to happen again. You want it to be a perfect fit and a happy forever family situation for that animal.
Exactly.
You have lots of events that you were just talking about. Come on out, get your pup fix, and learn more about Yavapai Humane Trappers at Petco events. Tell us more, Julie.
Every Saturday we have Petco Saturday, and we have up to 10 dogs available that are ready for their forever homes. The fosters are present. It's from 10 to 12:45 at the Petco on the 69 next to Target. And we post a playbill, Petco playbill, every week when we know the dogs that are going to be there. And we have pictures and we have short bios explaining what the dogs have been through, their age, and the pictures are just adorable. This coming Saturday, we have 10 puppies that will be there, plus 1 kitten. So I recommend everyone come and get your puppy fix and think about fostering, and for sure, because these dogs are ready for their forever homes, come and take one, not that day, because you have to go through a process. But be sure, and if you fill out an application, put the dog's name on so it's easier for us to find. We also have, once a month, we have Furry Friends Friday, which will highlight older dogs and dogs that need more exposure. And that's also at Petco. We are working with PetSmart to possibly do some of our events there.
Okay, wonderful. Well, you talked about it, the application process. There is a process. Tina, tell us about that.
There is. We work very hard to fit the pup with the person. And so, like Julie said, if you're interested in a specific pup, we want to check that out for you and make sure that that the applicant is right for that pup and the pup fits well into that home. We definitely do background checks, home checks. We spend a lot of time talking to the applicants to make sure that it's a real match. And with the adoption fee, all is included their spay, their neuter, their vaccines, their microchip, rabies vax. And honestly, all of this, we're a nonprofit, so all of those costs have already gone in to the animal and is paid by the adoption fee. And so it's an amazing opportunity.
So what if you get multiple applications on one animal? I'm sure you've seen this before.
We have.
Somebody comes in really special and everybody wants that dog.
Exactly.
And I mean, how long does that process take to decide on which is the perfect home for that pup?
So what we do is each pup is different. And so we speak to all of the applicants. It's not a first come, first serve. It's definitely a best match for the pup.
Right.
And so, yeah, sometimes it is disappointing to have to call people and explain to them that they didn't get the pup they wanted. But we have other pups who are just as wonderful and can fit. So we try and bring them back into the fold and have them meet other pups in our group.
Wonderful, because you know that their heart's ready.
Yeah,
yes,
exactly.
That's great. We have to take one more quick break. When we come back, let's talk about all the events that you have coming up. We want people to come out and support this organization. Like you said, you are a 501c3 running solely on donations and grants and these kinds of things. And we're going to tell you how you can get involved. That's coming up here on Leza Live. Stay with us. Welcome back to Leza Live on the News 103.5 FM KYCA. We have Donna Richardson, Wanda Costa, Tina Provenzano, and Julie Gladish in from Yavapai Humane Trappers this morning. Been telling us all about this great organization that finds homeless pets in need their forever homes. And you have a lot of events coming up that we would like to share with people so they can come out and support all the hard work that you guys are doing in our community. Want to tell us about those?
Sure.
Okay.
First of all of our events all have giveaways for dogs and humans.
Okay.
And we have raffle baskets. And a new thing we're adding is a 50-50.
Oh, nice.
And so the adoption events have our dogs that are ready for their forever homes. And our events coming up, we have one called Barks and Brews in Flagstaff, which will be an adoption event. It's August 24th from 12 to 4 at the courthouse.
Nice.
The next event will be Dogtoberfest, which is one of the big ones.
Yes.
At Watson Lake, and it's October 6th, and it's all day, and it's a fun event. Everybody brings their dogs. We have, again, gifts, raffles. Last year we had a kissing booth with the dog and took pictures. And then we have a special adoption event at the Olson's Arena at the Olson store in Chino Valley, Sunday, October 27th from 1 to 4, which happens to be the end of National Adoption Week.
Okay.
And we'll have the same raffles and 50-50, and we'll have our dogs there for adoption. Our last event at Olson's, we produced 7 adoptions that day.
Oh, that's wonderful.
And then finally, the big event for selling merchandise is the last-minute nonprofit stocking stuffer bazaar at the Armory in Prescott, and that's December 7th, all day. And please come out, support us. This is how we survive with donations.
Right.
And the final thing, we're doing something new this year. We're going to produce a 2025 calendar, which will have pictures of our dogs that have been adopted, the before and after pictures.
Oh, I love that.
So some of the ones that have been rescued,
yes,
who had a really rough start,
yes,
and their happy smiles on their faces, you will see that in the calendar.
How wonderful.
And anyone who can donate $250 to $300, corporations or individuals, will get acknowledged on the back of the calendar.
This is great. Lots of different ways you can get involved and help out this organization. The website, again, is yavapai-humanetrappers.org, and you wanted to leave with one more plea for fosters. We have about 15 seconds.
Okay, we really need you. It's our limiting factor. We can only take in as many dogs as fosters that we have to help rehab and home them. And we really need you guys. So please get out those applications, get them into us. We will support you, we will help you, and we will love you through
Thank
it. And
you.
those puppy kisses are just the best.
And come visit us at Petco to see the puppies.
Yes.
There you go. Thank you all for coming in.